Rogue, a prominent member of the X-Men, is a mutant with the ability to absorb life force, memories, and powers of others through physical touch. This unique ability has both empowered and cursed her, making her a complex and compelling character. Hello guys, Genuine here of Genuine Gaming, and here is my X-Men's Rogue build for Baldur's Gate 3. This is not an overpowered build, but a thematic one. I play this build on Honor mode. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. Raised by the villainous Mystique, Rogue was indoctrinated into the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. A pivotal moment of her life came when she inadvertently absorbed the powers and psyche of Miss Marvel, leading to a significant change in her path. Fearing for her sanity and the potential consequences of her uncontrolled abilities, Rogue left the Brotherhood and joined Professor Xavier's school for gifted youngsters. Rogue can drain the life force, memories, and powers of others through physical touch. Though we cannot perfectly emulate this ability in Baldur's Gate 3, I just made it so that she can deal necrotic damage with her unarmed attacks, and we can get this ability through the Monk with the Way of the Open Hand subclass. Since she usually likes to throw things in a fight, I also gave her some Barbarian class with the Berserker subclass for the Enraged Throw ability. Gear and equipment. If ever we want our Rogue to fly, there are two ways to go about it. First, we can advance our elite powers so that she can gain the ability to fly for free. The second option is to let her wear the boots of psionic movement, which grants her the ability to cast flight. The downside of it is that it does not work well with the Barbarian's Rage, and it can only be cast once after a long rest. Access to this ability through the boots of the psionic movement is limited. It can be looted from a Githyanki in the Knights of the Shield hideout. To increase her damage output, I suggest of giving her the Gloves of Crushing. Rogue gains a +1 bonus to unarmed attack rolls, and her unarmed attack deals with an additional 2 bludgeoning damage. You can buy these gloves from Roa Moonglow in the Moonrise Towers. To increase her throwing damage, we also equip her with the Ring of Flinging. Rogue gains 1 d4 bonus to throw damage. You can buy this from Aaron in the Druid Grove. The Horns of the Berserker is also a good way to increase her damage output by giving her an extra 2 necrotic damage as long as you don't have your full health. We can buy this in the Danthalon's Dancing Axe. For her armor, I suggest of letting her wear a medium armor if she is wearing the boots of psionic movement. As these boots are considered as medium armor, we cannot use the Barbarian's or the Monk's unarmored defense ability. To further boost her AC, equip her with the Ring of Protection and the Cloak of Protection. Build. For the race, we go for the Wood Elf or the Half Wood Elf. The Wood Elves or the Half Wood Elves get the Fleet of Foot feature, which increases their movement speed by 1.5 meters. As an elf, they can see up to 12 meters in the dark. They also have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can put them to sleep. For our class at character level 1, we pick up the Barbarian class for Rogue. As a Barbarian, she has the Rage ability. It lasts for 10 turns and ends early if she hasn't attacked a creature or been attacked, or she decides to end her rage. She also gains against physical damage and deals extra melee and thrown damage. She has 2 charges of rage as a level 1 Barbarian. The Rage ability replenishes after a long rest. She also gets the Barbarian's Unarmored Defense. She can add her Constitution modifier to her AC in addition to her Dexterity modifier if she is not wearing an armor. For her background, we choose Folk Hero as one of the members of X-Men. As a folk hero, she is proficient in animal handling and survival. For her abilities, we make her Strength 17, Dexterity 14, Constitution 16, and Wisdom 10. For her skills, we choose Athletics and Perception. At character level 2, we go for the Monk class. As a level 1 monk, she gets the Martial Arts feature with dexterous attacks, attacks with monk weapons, and unarmed attacks scale with her dexterity instead of strength if dexterity is higher. Death strikes, attacks with monk weapons, and unarmed attacks deals 1d4 damage unless their normal damage is higher. This increases later on as rogue levels up to the monk class. And bonus unarmed strike. After making an attack with a monk weapon or while unarmed, she can make another unarmed attack as a bonus action. She also gets the flurry of blows ability by using a bonus action and a key point, which she can punch twice in quick succession. This is equivalent to 2 normal unarmed attacks. At character level 3, Rogue gets an additional 3 meters of movement speed if she does not wear an armor or a shield. She also gets Patient Defense and Step of the Wind. Patient Defense gives attacks against a disadvantage, and she has an advantage on dexterity saving throw. This can be activated by using a bonus action and a key point. Step of the Wind allows Rogue to dash and disengage by using a bonus action and a key point. At character level 4, Rogue gets to choose a subclass as a level 3 monk. She also gets the Deflect Missiles ability. She can use her reaction to reduce the damage from a ranged weapon attack by 1d10 plus her dexterity modifier plus her monk level. If the damage is reduced to 0, she can use a key point to return the missile back to the sender. For our subclass, we choose the Way of the Open Hand. This would give Rogue an improvement on her flurry of blows. She can add Topple, Stagger, and Push. At character level 5, Rogue gets a feat as a level 4 monk. For her feat, we pick up the Tavern Brawler feat and increase our strength by 1, making it 18. With this feat, Rogue can add her strength modifier twice to her damage and attack rolls when she makes an unarmed attack, uses an improvised weapon, or throws something. She also gains the Slow Fall ability. When she falls, she can use her reaction to gain resistance to falling damage. It is also good to note that her damage with unarmed attacks is now 1d6 instead of 1d4. At character level 6, she gets the Stunning Strike ability as a level 5 monk. She can spend a key point to stun her enemies. She also receives the Extra Attack feature. At character level 7, her movement speed again increases if she does not wear any armor. As a level 6 monk, she gets the Key Empowered Strikes. Her unarmed attacks now count as magical for the purpose of overcoming enemies, resistances, and immunity to non-magical damage. Then, as a Way of the Open Hand monk, she gets Manifestation of the Body. She can add 1d4 necrotic, psychic, or radiant damage to her unarmed attacks. I would suggest letting Rogue deal an additional necrotic damage, which is quite fitting with her Draining Touch ability. Another ability that she gains as a Way of the Open Hand monk is the Wholeness of the Body. She can regain half of her key point and extra bonus action. At character level 8, Rogue returns to the Barbarian class. As a level 2 Barbarian, she gets Reckless Attack and Danger Sense. Reckless Attack gives Rogue an advantage on her attack rolls. However, her enemies also get an advantage on attack rolls against her. Danger Sense gives Rogue an advantage on dexterity saving throws against traps and spells while not blinded or incapacitated. At character level 9, Rogue gets to choose a subclass as a level 3 Barbarian. We pick up Berserker. This would change her Rage ability into Frenzy. It still acts the same as Rage with additional features. While in Frenzy, Rogue gains Frenzied Strike and Enraged Throw. Rogue can use her bonus action to attack or throw something. I like using this ability as this would imitate Rogue's combat style. She would love to hit enemies with her heavy punches and at the same time throw large objects at them. At character level 10, we go back to the Monk class. As a level 7 Monk, Rogue gains Evasion and Stillness of Mind. With Evasion, when a spell or effect would deal half damage on a successful dexterity saving throw, it deals no damage if she succeeds, and only half damage if she fails. With Stillness of Mind, she can automatically remove Charmed and Frightened conditions. At character level 11, she gets another feat as a level 8 Monk. For her feat, increase her strength by 2, making it 20. At character level 12, her unarmed attack is now improved from 1d6 to 1d8 damage. She also gets Key Resonation. which I did not use it as it is not a rogue style of combat. She also gets the advanced and armored movement where difficult terrain does not slow her down and she can jump an additional 6 meters while not wearing armor or using a shield. Gameplay. My rogue build is pretty fun to play with as she can do a lot of things with her punches. She uses her regular action, she can stun her enemies. If she uses her bonus action, she can topple, stagger, or push enemies. Aside from those things, she can also get enemies to a prone condition if she is able to hit the enemies with her enraged throws. Another nice thing about this build is that her damage and attack rolls have a plus 10 bonus because of the Tavern Brawler feat. Hitting an enemy is never an issue with Rogue. However, one thing to note, if ever you want Rogue to fly around, she is going to need the boots of psionic movement. These boots are considered medium armor, so an armor defense won't be added to her AC. This is also the reason why I let her use the adamantine scale mail for an additional AC. Another downside of giving these boots to Rogue is that she can use the fly ability if she is in frenzy. So you have to decide during combat what ability to use, either to fly or to rage. The fly spell of the boots of psionic movement can only be cast once per long rest. So that's my Rogue build for Honor mode in Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to run Rogue with Gambit, try checking out this build. Although this is another monk build, this plays differently with Rogue as my Gambit build can fight well with a quarterstaff and throw cards by using spells in the game. See you in the next video. Ciao!